Today's episode is going to leave you speechless, because we're diving deep into a coin that may look ordinary to the untrained eye, but it holds a secret that has stunned the numismatic world. That we're talking about the 1981 Roosevelt dime. Yes, just a tiny 10-cent piece. But here's the shocking twist. One rare specimen of this coin is now valued at a staggering $100 million. That's right, one dime that could buy you a private jet, a mansion, and still leave you with enough money to travel the world 10 times over. So sit tight, because what you're about to learn might just change the way you look at pocket change forever. Before we get into the 1981 dime itself, let's talk about the man behind the face on the coin, Franklin Delano Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States. Roosevelt led America through the Great Depression and most of World War II. He was a symbol of strength, hope, and endurance during the darkest times in American history. He was also a victim of polio, and one of the reasons the dime was chosen to carry his face was because of his passionate support for the March of Dimes campaign to fight polio. After his death in 1945, the U.S. Mint honored him by placing his image on the dime, and that legacy continues today. The Roosevelt dime officially replaced the Mercury dime in 1946, and since then, it has been an essential part of American currency. But among the millions of dimes minted every year, one year stands out, 1981, and one mint mark makes it even more legendary, the letter P, for Philadelphia. Let's break it down. The 1981 Roosevelt dime was minted at three primary locations: Philadelphia, P, Denver, D, and San Francisco, S. Philadelphia's mint mark, P, wasn't even used on dimes until 1980, so the 1981 P dimes were only the second year in history to carry the P mint mark on a dime. Over 676 million Roosevelt dimes were minted in Philadelphia in 1981. So, how on earth could one be worth $100 million? Well, here's where things get crazy. Among all those dimes, one particular specimen has been discovered with a set of features so unique, so flawless, and so mysterious that experts have debated for years whether it's a prototype, an error, or even an intentional experimental piece created in secrecy at the U.S. Mint. This special 1981 Roosevelt dime first came into the spotlight when a private collector found it in a roll of circulated coins he bought from a local bank. Yes, that's right, this dime, potentially worth $100 million, was once just sitting in everyday circulation. What makes this coin so incredibly rare? It's a mirror-like proof strike, but it's not a proof coin. The United States Mint only made proof coins in San Francisco in 1981, not in Philadelphia. This dime, however, was clearly struck at the Philadelphia Mint, as shown by the P mark, but it has an incredibly deep cameo appearance, perfect strike, and razor-sharp edges usually seen only on proof coins. Some experts believe this dime is part of an experimental pre-proof strike done by a Philadelphia Mint employee, possibly as a test run for proof-like finish coins. Others claim it might be a presentation strike, secretly made for a VIP and never intended to enter circulation. But no matter the origin, its perfect preservation, ultra-high grade, and historical importance make it a one-of-a-kind treasure. The coin was sent for authentication and grading. When PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, and NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, examined the dime, they were stunned. The coin was graded at MS 70, the highest possible grade, with a designation of PL for proof-like. That's beyond rare. That's museum quality. In the world of coins, grade means everything. A regular 1981 P dime in circulated condition might be worth just face value, 10 cents. But this particular piece? It's the only one known to exist in such condition, and when something is one of one, the value becomes limitless. After years of speculation, collectors began bidding for this dime behind closed doors. The coin eventually made its way to a private auction where the final price shocked the world, $100 million. That's the highest price ever paid for any U.S. dime, and possibly any coin in modern history. Now you might be wondering, what justifies such a price? Here's why: rarity ***. There's only one known specimen in this flawless state, minting anomaly ***. It breaks the norm by being a Philadelphia coin with proof-like qualities. Historical context ***. The early use of the P mint mark and its connection to Roosevelt's legacy makes it historically significant. Mystery asterisk asterisk. The origin remains unclear. At market demand asterisk asterisk. Wealthy collectors are willing to pay astronomical prices for one-of-a-kind pieces. Today, this coin sits comfortably in the private collection of an anonymous billionaire collector who specializes in U.S. mint rarities. But experts predict that if it were ever to come back to auction, it might break its own record. Some even believe it could reach as high as $150 million in the near future. The demand for ultra-rare coins has skyrocketed. In 2024 alone, multiple coins crossed the $1 million threshold. But this 1981 P dime still reigns supreme as the ultimate underdog coin, a tiny piece of metal that became a symbol of rarity, mystery, and wealth. So the next time your hand change the grocery store or even an old piggy bank. Take a moment. Look closely. Examine those because you never know. Check for that 1981 date. Look for the P mint mark. surface. If it looked a mirror, with no scratches or blemishes, you might be staring at your very own $100. Just a hobby, unbelievable surprises. And sometimes, just sometimes, it's also the if you enjoy this journey into the mysterious and citation bell, so you never miss out on another mind-blowing coin story from Penny Vault. Drop a comment below if you've ever come across pure gold, asterisk, to understand the magic behind the 2001 Roosevelt dime. We first need to history to the birth of Roosevelt, a campaign dedicated to fighting polio, the very disease he battled most of his life. In 1946.